This conference will now be recorded.
Well, greetings. This is Todd Gaswick from TAG Financial Solutions. First and foremost, thank you for clicking on this video and taking a few minutes out of your day to watch this. I hope it will be of value to you. Secondly, and more importantly, I'm making an assumption based on the type of ad this is, that who is watching this is an active duty military member, perhaps a veteran, a retiree, or a spouse or loved one of said member. Regardless, I want to thank you for your service. Now, why would I say that? Because I'm one of you. I am a veteran. I served 20 years in the Air Force from 1985 to 2005. I served in 3 distinct career fields. First one was acquisition, then education, and then intelligence. I was an intelligence professional for the second half of my career. I retired in effective 1 March of 2005, retired out of Offutt Air Force Base here in eastern Nebraska, live in a suburb of Omaha, and I've been in the financial services industry ever since. Now, I'm reaching out to you again from Omaha, Nebraska, but I am a born and bred Nebraskan, grew up on a ranch in northwest Nebraska, still actually have that ranch. I'm thankful for that. I wish mom and dad were still with us. Lost them a number of years ago, but I was in a position to be able to take over the ranch. Inherited the ranch, if you will, and have the ranch house that I grew up in. Try to get out there every month and a half to 2 months at the most. Actually just came back from there a week ago. Now, it is my passion and my mission to help those that have served our country. I know the benefits that you're going to be getting if you do a full service or a full career with the military. I know how to complement those, but more importantly, as you transition, whether as a retiree or you're separating from the military service, how to help you navigate those waters as you go out into the private sector world. I think it's important for you to understand that I'm an independent advisor. What does that mean? Let me tell you the opposite of that, and that's a captive agent or advisor. I was a captive agent, captive advisor for the first 9.5 years of my career. Doesn't matter who that company was. But what that means is that when I'm talking with someone, a family, individual, a couple, whoever, whatever that looks like, I am required to offer strategies and products that company allows me to offer. That really limits us as to the scope and number of different products and strategies that might be available to everyone else in the financial services industry. Basically, that captive company is requiring that agent to sell specific products. And did that for 9.5 years. That divorce with that company happened in November of 2014 because honestly, I was tired of being told I had to sell my clients a specific type of life insurance, that I did not believe was in my client's best interests. And it'd be like, if I'm talking to an Army or Marine Corps person, sending them out into combat with an M1 Garand rifle from World War II. I'm not questioning that wasn't a great rifle and served our country very well and our troops that used it in wartime. But in today's modern battlefield, why would you use a weapon of that nature versus the modern weaponry we have today? As an independent, I'm able to have a much larger scope of products and services that I can offer as I am talking with whoever I'm talking with, okay? And that is important to me. One of the things that I emphasize more than anything else with nearly everyone I talk to is the importance of building and sheltering your wealth in strategies that will provide tax-free or tax-advantaged sources of income. That is incredibly important. Why do I say that? Folks, our country is sitting on over $28 trillion of debt. Think of that as how much we've got on our credit card. And we are adding hundreds of thousands of dollars to that every year from a credit card perspective. Actually, some trillions of dollars added to that every year. We haven't had a surplus budget since the last 2 years of Bill Clinton's presidency. That's a long time ago, okay? But the bigger concern is our unfunded liabilities. I changed the wording on that from unfunded liabilities to unfunded promises the government has made to the American people in the form of future Social Security, Medicare, interest on our debt. and then the pensions and benefits for federal employees and military personnel. That right now is well over $100 trillion. And if you look out 4 years from now, that's projected to be $157 trillion. The numbers are staggering. There's only a couple ways for us to get out of that. One, there's actually 3 ways. One is to print money. Folks, we've been printing money since the last year of George W. Bush's presidency. All that will create inflation in the future. That exacerbates all of this. Number 2 is we stop spending more money than we have coming in. We haven't done that since, again, the last 2 years of Bill Clinton's presidency. Or 3, we increase taxes. And folks, this isn't going to get resolved by increasing taxes only on the hyper rich. This is going to affect everyone to get out of this. So to me, it is incredibly important for you to, if you aren't already doing it, sheltering money in strategies that will provide tax advantage income in the future. And if you're already doing it, do it more if possible, if your means allow you to do that. Here's what I'm asking you to do. At the bottom of this ad is a link. If you click on it, it takes you to a calendar type page where you can schedule a 30-minute block of time to talk with me. It's a discovery call. Seldom do those calls ever go that long. They're normally about 15 minutes. Talk about what it is you're doing right now. If you're doing what I would recommend to you to do, I'm going to tell you that, and we'll part as friends, share some experiences perhaps in our military time, but more importantly, get to know each other a little bit. If it's a discovery call that suggests we should have a little longer conversation, that's a time at that point that we'll discuss. Okay. Appreciate your time. That's all I'm going to do for today. Again, if any of this kind of resonated with you, please click on that link, schedule that time block with me, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care. And again, thank you for your service.